It's 4 o'clock. St. Paul Metropolitan Transit Commission Board officially called to order on Tuesday, the 28th of April at 4 p.m. And the record reflect that all cities are represented with the exception of Sauk Rapids. To the agenda, are there any additions, first of all, to the agenda?
Yeah, item 12, I'd like to add item 12, groundbreaking announcement. Now we give a mic.
Okay, with that addition, is there a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve as amended.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the agenda is adopted. We'll move on to the consent agenda items 5 through 8. Is there a motion to approve the consent?
So moved.
Second.
Moved and second, and any discussion on the consent agenda? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the consent agenda is adopted. We move on into open forum. Is there anyone here in the audience or online who wishes to speak in the open forum? Okay. Seeing no one, we will then move on to general business. Item number 9, recognition. So we got a special recognition, 25 years of service.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Today we're recognizing dial-a-ride operator David Peacock. As you mentioned, he hit 25 years in March of this year. David's time here, he has competed in several rodeos at all levels and brought home some trophies, including Driver of the Year award most recently. He will also be competing next week,
2 weeks.
2 weeks in Omaha for a national rodeo.
Next Friday.
Yeah, a week from Friday.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you.
Congratulations. Next 20 minutes is yours to tell us.
Said enough.
I'm never shy. Mean.
Congratulations. Thank you. A long time.
I'm usually.
Brainwash me along.
Okay, all right.
Everybody in?
All right, smiles, everyone. Perfect, thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, David.
See you
All right.
in Omaha.
David.
So you have to bring the trophy next 2 weeks now. You have to bring it back, okay? Next board meeting.
No pressure. That's right.
Congratulations, David. Good luck and
Thank you.
Nebraska.
So much, appreciate it.
Move on to item number 10 under general business, consideration of award of construction contract.
Yeah, good afternoon, commissioners. Back in January 12th, 2026, we released a public advertisement for bids in coordination with Ortel Architects, who's our architectural firm for the Western Transit Center project. And we released, or we posted an advertisement for bids for construction of the Western Transit Center. We received a total of 8 bids. We ended up selecting the lowest bid price, which went to K&B Contracting. They're out of South Haven, Minnesota. Did a lot of vetting and discussion in coordination with Ortel, with K&B, and we've done a couple of meet and greets. And we actually had our kickoff meeting with them last week, Monday. So we feel very confident we made a good selection with K&B and that they're going to be more than capable of handling this project for us. So requesting today if we can move forward and award this contract to K&B. We'll be issuing a notice to proceed tomorrow, and they are anticipating beginning to turn ground sometime in early May, like around May 11th, somewhere in there, or mid-May. Any questions?
Where did that final bid come in from estimate?
It was $3,889,000. And estimate was, what was our estimate? 4 point?
Most recent, outside of that, based off figures from Ortel, was over 5. So
It's pretty tight range from the bidders.
It was very, yeah.
They even commented that they rarely see it like a $200,000 span between the 8 bidders, so they did a really good job, spot on.
I noticed there was a noise that came from the groundwork. Is that coming up?
That's coming up on the agenda.
Well, it's okay. All right, I'll wait.
You can get it out of the way right now.
I didn't want to steal Ryan's stuff.
Well, you can if you want to bring it up. That's fine.
Okay.
No big deal.
Any other questions?
No, is there a motion then to approve? So moved. Well, bid.
Second?
Moved and second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? That's carried and adopted.
Perfect.
So
Thank you.
now we're moving on to update, procurement update.
Yes, that's still me. I have a few items that I'd like to bring everyone up to speed on here this afternoon. So never a dull moment here at Metro Bus. We have a lot of projects ongoing at any given time. Buses, Western Transit Center, we're working on some software replacement, but I just want to give you an update on some of the fleet changes that we've made in the last several months. We recently purchased a total of 4 New Flyer fixed route buses to replace the last of our diesel buses that we had in service. So Metro Bus is now 100% CNG operation. We are not operating any diesel anymore as part of our service. Cost of the vehicles was slightly under 700,000. They came in at 698, 434 and change each, which is approaching that $700,000 threshold. So we anticipate we'll be breaking that the next time we order buses and get those delivered. So still some uncertainty as to whether or not public transit buses are exempt from tariffs. Now, these 4 buses, we were not tariffed for these vehicles. We had discussions with New Flyer about that possibility. They actually had submitted some proposals to us that we would be tariffed anywhere between 10 and 15,000 per vehicle. But contractually, we purchased these buses off the Duluth Transit Authority heavy-duty bus contract. There wasn't any specific language in that contract that spoke to tariff fees. So we said, until that contract's amended and, the tariffs are addressed in some manner, we refuse to pay the tariff fees on these buses. So that contract eventually was amended as of March 1st, 2026. So going forward, any future buses will be allowed to be tariffed if need be. But we were able to dodge a little bit of extra money on these 4 here. So that was good for us. The 4 retired diesel buses that we sold on public auction, we're in a process of getting them prepped for posting. Metro Bus has also been awarded a Low-No grant for the purchase of 23, or the replacement of 23 of our very first CNG fixed route buses that we bought when we first opened the CNG operations back in 2014. So we're hoping to get these buses built on the Duluth contract as well. That contract's scheduled to expire in May of 27. But if we get a purchase order in place prior to that expiration date, we can still get those buses built under that contract. Duluth will not be renewing that contract. So once those 23 buses are built, utilizing that agreement, we'll have to find another resource for buying buses going forward. So Dollaride, small buses. We have a total of 6 that are currently completing production and at Arbach in Middlebury, Tennessee. These buses are scheduled to be delivered to A1, who is the compressed natural gas engine conversion company. They should all be there by the end of this week, I believe, and that process will take about 2 weeks to complete. Once those buses are all converted to CNG, they'll be transported to North Central Bus here in St. Cloud. They'll complete their final commissioning and inspections, and then they'll be delivered here to Metro Bus. Those buses came in roughly around 317,000. We just keep seeing those prices on those vehicles increase each time we place a bus order. We have 6 retired buses that will be sold at the best possible price for scrap. There's not a lot of market for a converted engine, unfortunately, a gas converted engine. So we'll get the best price we can for anyone who's interested in purchasing some scrap, or excuse me, pulling some scrap from those vehicles, and we'll see what kind of market we end up with on that. Let's see what else. We also received funding to replace an additional 5 small Dial-Ride buses later this year. So we tentatively have a production date scheduled of mid-August for those buses, and we're working through getting pricing finalized and getting purchase orders set for those as well. I should mention too, on the 6 buses that are currently completing production, there were some tariff fees associated with those buses. They're around $1,200 each. But we're in discussions with North Central Bus as to who's actually going to pay those tariff fees, if North Central Bus is going to take a responsibility for that, or if they'll pass those fees on to Metro Bus. Let's see what else. CNG upgrade project. We recently closed that project out. Just to reiterate, that involved adding a 3rd compressor to our CNG compressor compound out here south of the facility. With us being 100% CNG now, that'll be a nice backup operation for us. That included an additional compressor and an additional storage tanks as well. So hopefully that'll allow for any downtime that we may occur with the CNG operation. That doesn't happen very often, but there's always that possibility. That project included adding a heat source in the fuel island out here in the parking lot. And that total project cost came in at about roughly $1.8 million. So that was a nice project, a nice addition for Metro Bus. Western Transit Center, we talked about the contract award to KNB. Groundbreaking on Steel Ryan's Thunder. That's upcoming next week from today. Construction is scheduled to begin anytime after the notice to proceed has been issued. So as I mentioned, they're roughly estimating around May 11th. They're still working through some of the permitting with the City of Way Park. I know the groundbreaking the landscaping permit was issued, right? Is that what they said today?
Probably land disturbance.
Yes.
Yes, correct. Thank you. But we're a little ways out on the actual building permit. That could take anywhere from 6 to 10 weeks is what they were told. So we'll see how that process goes. We're hoping for a good construction season. So dry weather would be a great help to us. So North Star Link MCI coach buses. They were posted for sale on the Minn bid public auction site as of yesterday. So they're currently posted out there. They'll be listed for a public auction until next Tuesday at 2 p.m. is when the auction closes. So if you guys have any extra money laying around, take a look at them. Party bus, yeah, hunting shack. So they'll be sold at the highest price. So we're hoping for a good result from that whole process. So the vehicles were appraised at a value roughly between 125 to 140,000. So if we can get a 6-figure number on those buses, we'll be pretty pleased. Finance software. Our finance department is in the process of replacing our financial software. Mentioned before, the current system's a bit unreliable and a bit cumbersome to use, as Nate able to attest to. We published solicitation back in January to accept proposals from qualified software vendors. After we received 4 proposals, which we were very pleased with. After our initial reviews, evaluation, scoring, we narrowed that list to 2 vendors. We've done numerous reference checks, reference calls, and we haven't been able to separate the 2 as of yet. So we're going to be bringing them back in for second interviews and more in-depth demonstrations of their software products. And that'll take place on the next 2 Fridays. So beginning this Friday, May 1st, and then next Friday, May 8th. Our team is committed to doing due diligence on this project. We unfortunately are replacing a system that's only been in place for about 7 years, but it just isn't meeting the needs of Metrobus. So it's time to move on. Staff vehicles, we recently purchased 2 staff support vehicles, SUVs, and 2 maintenance support vehicles, so a couple of shop trucks for that. So we purchased 2 Chevy Equinoxes for the staff vehicles and 2 Fords for the maintenance support vehicles. We plan to sell the existing or the replaced vehicles on Minn as well. And the low miles that they have, we're anticipating a pretty good response to that as well. So if you have anybody, if you grandkids or nephews, nieces, whatever, looking for a vehicle, we'll put a posting here and we can let anybody know as well here on the commission if they have an interest when those vehicles are posted. So we maintain our vehicles pretty well. So somebody's usually getting a pretty good deal when they buy those vehicles off the in-bid contract. So, or mid-bid auction, excuse me. Any questions?
Any questions?
I just want to dial-a-ride, with the addition of these dial-a-ride buses, will that increase the number or are you just swapping them out with?
They're just replacements. Yeah, we're just swapping them out. Yeah, you know, just as a side note, we've really, you know, these buses are tested or Altoona tested as 7-year duty cycle vehicles, but we really struggle to keep those vehicles in service that long, and it's just the corrosion of these things. And you know, Dave can attest to this. You know, we hit that 5-year mark, and it gets pretty rough. So after 7 years, they're more than due for replacement. So anything longer than that, oftentimes we have to remove them from service. And I mentioned we have 6 buses or eight right now that I think we're looking to sell, and none of them are service ready. We would put them back on the street or couldn't, so they wouldn't pass DOT inspection. So.
Thanks.
Any questions? All right, thank you very much. And move on then to item 12.
Yeah, just a quick reminder, commissioners, May 5th at 10 a.m., we're gonna have a groundbreaking ceremony to celebrate the start of the construction for the Western Transit Hub. So if you are available to attend, we greatly appreciate it. We're gonna have MnDOT will be there, as well as our vendors, K&B and Ortel, our contractors. They will be there on site to say a few words. In addition to the executive team, MnDOT, and if you're available too, it'll be nice to have the board there as well. It'll be a quick 20-minute, just a few words, take some pictures, shovel in the ground, and then everybody could go about their day.
Sounds
Hopefully it
good.
doesn't snow, but yeah, there's never know.
No, we have really, have any more trouble with the permitting in that city.
Yeah. We'll have to talk to the mayor about that.
Yeah.
Just a quick question. Will they have renderings of the future?
Yeah, we have a sign. Yeah, we're gonna have a nice big sign. It's being developed as we speak right now.
What's the tentative completion date?
Next April.
Next April?
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Any, actually, we haven't adjourned yet. We will recess and go into a closed session for personnel. Thank you. Yeah,